Grow operations pose extreme dangers to the community at large, especially through their use or misuse of the electrical systems associated with grows. The major concern there is when there is a short circuit, electricity will go to ground and it will radiate out over as much as 10 meters or 30 feet. Anybody that represents a first responder community, police, fire, paramedics, hydro linemen, anybody that would be approaching one of these operations unsuspectingly are at serious risk in terms of electrocution. We're encouraged and we're excited about this new technology being deployed because it will cut off that aspect, which is probably the most dangerous aspect, is power theft or energy theft on a residential scale, and we could become more sophisticated at recognizing people on that side of the equation. So overall, it's a good news story. It's going to make it very, very difficult to defeat the mechanisms that BC Hydro have designed into the smart metering system to steal power in our neighborhoods and making them unsafe.
And a local man says a smart meter fire shut down his business for several weeks. Ted Rawls says the problem started when his PG&D smart meter caught fire on June 24th. He says it looked like the meter had burned from the inside out. The fire knocked out power to his business on South Chester Avenue. It was restored last week only after Rawls replaced his electrical panel. Rawls says his smart meter was having issues for weeks.
It hadn't worked in, I'd say, about 3 months. So they've been coming by, they haven't been getting a reading off of it. They've just been guesstimating, and if they would have came out and seen why it didn't work, it probably wouldn't have caught fire.
PG&D spokesman Denny Boyles says the company will fully investigate the cause after Rawls files a claim. Boyles adds the utility has never had a problem with a smart meter causing a fire.
So yeah, that's our electric box after the fireworks show. Yep. They really screwed up.
A Nanaimo mother is fuming after the installation of a smart meter led to smoke and then an all-out power outage at her home. The family spent last night in the dark and cold due to the problem, and as Sky Ryan tells us, they're blaming it on BC Hydro's new smart meters.
See all this? It was in my deep freeze. It was all melting within the first day.
Ashley Suggett is exhausted and angry.
I am furious.
The Nanaimo mother of two has spent the last 20 hours in the dark since her new smart meter started smoking and the power went out completely.
My energy saving kit. They pulled off the smart meter and discovered that this is all burnt. And it was causing a fire basically, and shorting out half the house. So now we've had no power all night. I haven't been able to cook for 2 days at all.
The outlet for the meter is now charred, and Suggett says she doesn't want another smart meter installed.
I'm furious. I do not want a smart meter going back in this house, and I think a lot of other people should be aware of what's going on in case this happens to them.
But BC Hydro says it's not the smart meter, it's the home's wiring that's to blame. Though spokesman Ted Olenek says this same scenario has played out a number of times already, with a switch over to smart meters now fully underway.
What we're finding in very rare circumstances is there seems to be a problem with the wiring at the house. When you install the meter, there's degradation of the wire already going on.
Still, Serge Vaillancourt is refusing to let BC Hydro change his meter out.
You could take this away. There's no way in God's green earth an installer can say that he has my consent.
And he's not alone.
Myself, I'm locked up. They're locked up. he's locked up, he's locked up. I could take you down the street and probably show you 10 homes on this street only because a few people have had the opportunity to do research and they're saying no.
Then I turn this on and my lights would get brighter. So I was controlling my lights with my stove.
With Suggett's story now only adding fuel to criticism, there needs to be more investigation on the potential risks of smart meters. All while she hopes for a better night than last.
At 9:30 at night, you tuck your kid in with as many blankets as you can and just hope for the best because there's nothing else you can do.
Waiting until late Friday afternoon before the electrical problems that started here Thursday night were solved.